From the Intellifluence headquarters in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, this is the Intellifluence Influencer Spotlight. In each episode, we sit down with an influencer from our network and we discuss their background as well as their unique approach to influencer marketing. Sandy and Vyjay are a travel blogger couple based in India who love exploring world cultures, seas, mountains, nature, food, art, history, and urban places. The couple set up their blog Voyager as a place to share their travel stories and experiences of their amazing journeys. They aim to inspire other travel lovers to see what this amazing world has to offer through stories, videos, and photos. Sandy and Vyjay are self-confessed social media addicts, and they believe in sustainable tourism and are responsible travelers who are ready to do their part to conserve, preserve, and protect this wonderful world. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got into travel blogging?
Okay, so let me start. I just started off with one Facebook page where I started sharing some of our travel pictures, and I saw that there was a lot of response for that. And then just as a hobby, I opened a WordPress account and then started putting some of our travel experiences out there, and I saw again there was a good response. That's when I spoke about this with Vyjay, and I told him, why not we take this up seriously? People are loving our travel stories, so why not take this up seriously and have our own posted domain site? So
So we've been traveling for more than 10 years together, and we've started the blog about just a little under 3 years now. So as she was telling, people were asking for our travel stories. They were interested in hearing our experiences. So that's how we started travel blogging. And it started off as a hobby, as I think most things do. But gradually, without any sort of influence from our side, brands started coming to us, and slowly the trend went towards monetization.
Right, okay.
So after you got into travel blogging, at what point did you branch out into influencer marketing?
Okay, so that was actually pretty early. Maybe we can say that it happened almost just after 2.5 months of our starting our blog, when one of the startup companies came to us and they said that they would be interested in having us as influencers on social media.
Along that line, what's the perception of influencer marketing in India? Is it very popular, or is it just kind of catching on right now? And also, do most of your collaborations come from companies based within India or more on a global scale?
I would say it's still in a nascent stage. So brands are still waking up to it, and probably they've still not recognized the potential that it has. But yes, we've seen a perceptible change over a period of time, and brands have started recognizing it now.
And it's not about India. We have been getting offers from outside India too.
Very nice, very nice.
All right. So we also noticed on your site that you feature a few associations with popular brands. So what has been your favorite brand partnership to date?
As you would have noticed, our major focus has been on travel brands. So we've associated with tourism boards, and we've also associated a lot with the hospitality companies. Favorite, it's like choosing among 5 of your children or 6 of your children. So I would not say which is favorite, but there is one brand. I would not like to name it because I don't want to offend any other brand. But one of the hospitality brands which we've worked quite a lot with, and we like that brand a lot because there's a lot of, it's not just a business kind of a relationship. I would say there's a lot of heart in the brand, and that is why we like to associate with that brand.
I was interested in the sustainable aspect of your tourism blog. Can you tell me a little bit about that, like your mission as a sustainable travel blogger?
Yeah, sure. basically, I mean, we are trying to differentiate ourselves from the normal travel or tourism kind. It's not that we don't do that, where we just write guides, travel guides, which say that okay, you go to this place, do this X, Y, Z, or 10 things to do in a place. So there are two things that we focus on. One is trying to personalize it with our own travel stories. The second thing is looking at how we can sustain tourism and trying to promote that. Like there are a couple of places where we've been. There's one blog we've written about a place in India called Ooty. It's a hill station. What we found was we'd been there some 10 years back, and when we returned there after 10 years, there's a drastic change in terms of deterioration of the environment and those things. So we've written a blog about that to raise awareness of that. And that is one side of it. The other side is there are a lot of positive things happening as far as sustainable tourism is concerned. So we were on a trip to this country in Africa called Rwanda, which is what they are doing is absolutely unbelievable. Though it's a small country, it's leading by example. For example, they have a total ban on plastics. So when you enter the country, in the airport, you are searched not for any kind of drugs or contraband, but for they are setting this huge example. So we actually done a lot of work with the tourism board for Rwanda. So we've in terms of our Twitter, Instagram, as well as a blog, where we talked about this.
So apart from this, we were also invited by some of the tourism boards where we had to promote certain art or culture of a particular place. So the art which might be dying or might not, it might be that many people are not aware of that. So through our blog posts or through our social media updates, people came to know about that particular art which they were not aware at all. So that is also comes under the sustainable tourism part.
Very nice, very nice. And then, so you seem to have all of the popular social platforms covered when it comes to your personal brand, and it seems to be evenly widespread. So, do you have a favorite? Do you prefer imagery on Instagram or longer form posts on Facebook? Is there a social platform that you prefer?
So when it comes to friends and family, yes, Facebook is our favorite. But we feel that most of our messages are also taken very well on Instagram. So in Instagram, it's just not about the image; it's also about the story we share along with the image. So we feel that yes, people are actually liking our posts on Instagram too.
Right, and going from that, this will be our last question. Where do you see influencer marketing headed in India and beyond in the next 5 years?
Okay, so there's only one way it is headed, and that's up. The reason, as I said, especially in India, it's still nascent, and people are realizing the importance of that. If you compare the influencer marketing with traditional forms of advertising with brands too, there's a huge difference in the costs involved, right? That is one thing. The second thing is the brands are able to address the niche market very specifically. So the targets are very specific, and obviously the rate of return on their investment is going to be that much higher. So our brands are realizing that, and we can see that the change happening every day. Whenever we are talking with the brands or we're talking with other influencers in India, that is happening. As I said, in India it's nascent, but because we deal with brands even from outside of India, so we can see the perceptible difference between them. But I feel even in a country like the US also, there is still a lot of potential for influencer marketing to improve, and that is going to happen. Maybe there may be a shift in the kind of platforms. For example, videos could be something which come because people are looking more in terms of visuals. not to underrate the written word, but videos and visuals are going to have a greater impact. So the future is quite bright. That's what I see.
Yes.
Want to join Intellifluence as an influencer for free? It's easy. Visit Intellifluence.com, click on the influencers link, and then click on the Join for Free button to sign up. Once you have registered, you will get immediate access to our influencer marketplace where you can browse relevant offers from brands and apply on the spot. You'll also be eligible to receive attractive product and service pitches from brands. There's absolutely no cost to join as an influencer, so we hope you take advantage of our service. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and well, you know the drill. Until our next episode, keep being awesome.